The Library of Lost Socks. Lykke sighed as she reached into the dryer. It was warm and smelled like lemons, but something was wrong. She held up a single yellow-striped sock. Its partner was gone. Not again, she whispered. To Lykke, the laundry room was the most boring place in the house, a land of endless folding and missing things. While searching for the missing yellow sock, Lykke noticed a strange, flickering blue light coming from behind the dryer. She knelt on the cold tile and peered into the shadows. Instead of dust bunnies, she saw a swirling tunnel made of soft, glowing lint and shimmering threads. Lykke took a deep breath and crawled forward. With a soft whoosh, she tumbled through the light and landed on a floor that felt like a giant fuzzy sweater. She stood up and gasped. She was in a magnificent library, but the shelves weren't filled with books. They were filled with millions of neatly rolled socks. "Careful where you step. We just buffed the cashmere section," a high-pitched voice called out. A plump wool sock with tiny, wire-rimmed glasses hopped onto a wooden stool. It stood upright, looking very important. "I am Purl, the chief librarian. You must be Lykke." Purl hopped along the shelves, gesturing with a thread-thin arm. When a sock has seen enough of the world, it retires here. We don't just sit around, though. We are the keepers of the great footsteps. Every sock holds the memory of every adventure its human ever took. Purl reached into a cubby and pulled out a familiar yellow-striped sock. "Ah, here is Ziggy." He just arrived. He was very eager to archive the great puddle incident from last Tuesday. Purl handed the sock to Lykke, and it felt warm in her hands. As Lykke held the sock, a shimmering bubble rose from the fabric. Inside the bubble, she saw a tiny, moving picture of herself. She was wearing her yellow socks and jumping into the biggest, muddiest puddle in the park. She could almost hear the sound of the splash. "Socks are the bravest of all garments," Purl said, watching the memory with her. "They feel the tickle of the grass, the chill of the snow, and the rhythm of every dance. We keep those stories safe so they are never forgotten, even when the feet grow too big for the socks." Lykke realized that her laundry room wasn't a place where things were lost. It was a gateway to a world of stories. "I have to go back," Lykke said softly. "I have a lot more jumping and dancing to do, and I need to make sure my other socks have good stories to bring you." Lykke popped back out behind the dryer and stood up, smoothing her hair. She didn't find the yellow sock's partner, but she didn't mind. She put on a polka dot sock to match her yellow-striped one. Every step she took across the kitchen floor felt like the beginning of a brand new book.